This
January.
conference will now be recorded.
It is now 10 a.m. on January 18th, 2023, and we have published the following notice of public hearing on the proposed remote access policy of the County of Otsego Industrial Development Agency with the Oneonta Star on December 30th, 2022. Notice is hereby given that a public hearing, quote, the public hearing pursuant to section 103-A2A of the Public Officers Law of the State of New York, the video conferencing law, will be held by the County of Otsego Industrial Development Agency, the agency, on the 18th day of January 2023 at 10 o'clock a.m. local time at the offices of the agency located at 189 Main Street, Suite 500 in the city of Oneonta, Otsego County, New York, in connection with the following matters. On April 9th, 2022, the New York State Legislature passed the New York State 2022-2023 budget bill, which contained provisions: one, amending section 103 of the Public Officers Law of the State of New York, the Open Meeting Law, and two, adding the video conferencing law to the Open Meeting Law pursuant to section 103-A2 of the Video Conferencing Law. The agency, as a public body under and as defined in the video conferencing law, may, in its discretion, conduct remote access meetings as defined herein, providing that the agency must first, A, conduct a public hearing regarding the proposed authorization of remote access meetings, B, adopt a resolution authorizing the agency and each of its committees and subcommittees to conduct remote access meetings, the remote access resolution, and C, establish written procedures governing remote access meetings, such written procedures of the agency being referred to herein as the remote access policy. Copy of the remote access policy shall be available to the public at the location of the public hearing. Additionally, copies of the remote public access policy can be obtained from the agency prior to the public hearing as described below. The agency is considering whether A, to authorize remote access meetings, and B, to adopt the remote access policy. A remote access meeting shall mean any meeting of the agency where members of the agency participate in such meetings using video conferencing from a location that is not open to the public. If the agency, subsequent to holding the public hearing, determines to authorize remote access meetings and adopt the remote access policy, the agency may thereafter, in its discretion, conduct a remote access meeting. All remote access meetings so conducted by the agency shall comply with the video conferencing law and the remote access policy, respectively. The agency will, at said time and place, hear all persons with views on the remote access policy being contemplated by the agency in connection with the authorization contained in the video conferencing law. A transcript or summary report of the hearing will be made available to members of the agency. Additional information can be obtained from, and written comments may be addressed to, Jody Zakrewski, Chief Executive Officer, County of Otsego Industrial Development Agency, 189 Main Street, Suite 500, Oneonta, New York, 13820. Telephone 607-267-4010. This was dated December 30th, 2022 by the County of Otsego Industrial Development Agency by myself. If there's anyone who would like to be heard on the public hearing on the proposed remote access policy, please feel free to join in the conversation. We'll stay online for another few minutes should anyone wish to be heard. It is now 10 after 10, and seeing that no one wishes to be heard, I'm actually closing the public hearing on the proposed remote access policy of the County of Otsego Industrial Development Agency. Thank you.